Hey guys, Holly here. So I wanted to update on the supplements that I'm currently taking, my current supplement regimen, and kind of just wanted to update on what it is that I'm taking on an everyday basis right now and how it's working for me. So the first thing is a multivitamin, which I always pretty much take regardless. So I am taking that right now, pretty broad spectrum. It does also contain iodine and all the important vitamins and minerals. And the multivitamin that I'm taking also has some fruit and vegetable extracts in it as well. It's got quite a few. The ingredient list is pretty lengthy, so it's a really, really good multivitamin. So aside from that, I am also focusing on lung health right now because it's something that I kind of struggle with. I don't have the greatest lungs. I mean, they're not horrible. I mean, they're still probably healthier than most people's, but I tend to get upper respiratory infections quite easily, sinus infections, and particularly bronchitis is something that I've struggled with a lot over the years since I had a tonsillectomy back in 2010, which was about 10 years ago. So I have been struggling with bouts of bronchitis periodically since losing my tonsils. So whenever you don't have your tonsil or tissue, that's part of your immune system, and that line of defense is not there, so it can make you more susceptible to getting chest infections. So anyhow, so I'm focusing on lung health. So I am taking plantain extract, and I'm also taking lungwort, and I'm alternating days, so I'm usually not taking both on the same day, but I am taking kind of like alternating days. So one day plantain, and then the next day the lungwort, and just back and forth. So that's to focus on the lungs. And so then thirdly, I'm also taking sulbutamine, starting today actually. I haven't taken it yet, but that's going to be starting today because I always take, aside from my multivitamin, I take something that focuses on a specific problem, which right now would be my lungs and my bronchial health. So that's where the plantain extract and the lungwort come in. And then thirdly, like I was saying, I am also taking the sulbutamine, and I always take also a daily supplement to help me keep at the healthiest weight that I can. I've mentioned it before, but I am built a little bit bigger than the average, not fat, but I have a whole lot of muscle mass, and it's hard for me to maintain a weight that would be considered acceptable for my height. So I'm a good solid 140 pounds, 5 foot, a little over 5'1". So I like my body, I'm pretty happy with it, but taking a supplement to help me burn a little bit more fat is really beneficial for me. So I try to take something like that every day. So that's why I'm taking the sulbutamine, and it also helps with my mental focus, mental clarity, memory, etc. So butamine is good for a lot of different things, but and everything that I take, any herb or any supplement that you're going to take is going to have multiple purposes. Even though you may be taking it for one specific thing, you're also getting a lot more different benefits from that individual supplement. So thirdly, like I said, would be the weight loss aid. And I always take a non-stimulating one typically, unless it's something like maybe green tea extract. I don't take diet pills or anything that's really stimulating or anything that can be a health hazard. I also suffer from some pretty intense anxiety at times, so I can't really take anything that's too stimulating, and I do drink a lot of coffee. So something like green tea extract or something of that nature. Forskolin is one I've taken in the past. I've pretty much taken everything, to be honest. Everything that's safe, that is. Safe in my opinion. So you always want to ask your doctor before you go and take a new supplement, because this is just a disclaimer. I'm not a medical professional. These are just my opinions and my experiences. So, and then lastly, let's see, what else am I taking? And then of course I do my probiotic peppermint tea. I drink about 2 cups per day of that, and it's basically just straight peppermint with a probiotic added. I believe it's acidophilus, I'm not sure, I'd have to double check. So I'm taking that, and I think that's actually about it. Oh wait, lion's mane. So lion's mane I'm also taking right now, and it has helped me with my immune system, and that's primarily why I'm taking lion's mane right now, for immune system health, and also it helps with mental clarity, memory, and all that good stuff. So those are all the supplements that I am taking right now, and I always take about 4 different things no matter what, sometimes 5 or 6 depending. So I just finished taking TriTrim for 8 days straight. I had a client gave me an 8-day free trial of TriTrim, and it's a product formulated by Gundry MD, and they have really good products, very, very natural, very sustainable, great products. However, TriTrim I will not be purchasing, primarily because I feel that it's too expensive for the benefit that I got from it. Now, if you're someone that has a whole lot of money, I might recommend TriTrim. If you have a lot of money to spare and you feel like you want to give it a shot, then why not? But if you're on a budget, like most of us are, or you just don't want to spend a whole bunch of money not knowing what kind of result you're going to get, I don't recommend trying it. So I used TriTrim for 8 days, and I only took 1 packet per day because I take so many other supplements, and I did not take 2. So the directions say you're supposed to take 2 packets a day, 1 at each meal, or 1 at each of your biggest meals, so like lunch and dinner, for example. So, and it's supposed to help block out carb absorption and fat absorption, and it's supposed to help block the bad stuff, basically, from your food. So the cool thing is I did lose about 1 pound. That's about all I lost. And now, given this is just for me taking it about half of what the directions said I was supposed to, but I did lose about 1 pound, and this is in an 8-day period of time. And the only other thing I noticed is a very slight reduction in stomach bloating. My abs seem a tad bit more defined, and just very minimally, just a little bit more of a chisel in my stomach. So that is a good sign. I do feel like the product worked to a little bit of an extent. And if something is going to work for me, it usually starts working really, really quickly, like pretty much immediately I can start to see the results. So I'm not the type of person that likes to take something for an extended period of time and not get hardly any results from it, and that's just me. So as far as TriTrim is concerned, if you have the money to spend, go for it. But if you don't, honestly, I don't think it's worth it. So another thing about TriTrim that I didn't like was, I don't know why, but like I felt kind of like a little bit weaker. Like I felt like my blood pressure was a little bit too low, and I struggle with low blood pressure anyhow. So I have to be careful about keeping my blood pressure, from getting too low. So a lot of times when I'm taking a lot of supplements, a lot of different herbs and a lot of different supplements will actually naturally lower your blood pressure, because that's one reason why people take these things, because a lot of people have high blood pressure. So with all the other benefits I'm getting, I'm also getting that effect as well. And since I already have blood pressure that's on the lower end of the spectrum, then it kind of creates an issue for me. So with this particular supplement, with TriTrim, I felt really, for the whole entire time I was taking it, I felt like a little bit more tired, a little bit more weak. Just I could feel the differentiation in my blood pressure, because I feel a certain way when it drops. So I could tell that that's what it was. And so that's just me, and that's just me because I do struggle with lower blood pressure. So if you're not someone that has that problem, which most people don't have that problem, then you definitely don't need to worry about it. So, and of course, if you feel weird, you just stop taking it.